Yes, fellow police officers back in Jamaica. Well, as I've stated before, and I'll say it again, I've seen I've read some nice news that is coming out of Jamaica in regards to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, in which I've read where they said that the police force is charged with over 4,000 members. Well, hopefully next year it will be 8,000 and it keep increasing. But my message is to all police officers, especially the young ones who's below the age of 40 years old. How would it feel to knowing that you're getting paid today and you're not broke tomorrow? You're not financially embarrassed. You don't have to be asking or sending any requests to any family member or friends overseas to get money to buy food. Well, there are so many options to that. And my encouragement to you guys is to resign the Jamaican Constabulary Force and migrate to greener pastures. When I said migrate, I mean leave Jamaica. You can even go to the Bahamas or even another country in the Caribbean, in which your life expectancy is much better than those of your counterpart here in Jamaica. Because most police officers that's retired in Jamaica after 60, if they weren't gazetted officers, they died like 4 or 5 years after. But my message is that not to encourage enough of you to stay there for retirement, because you're working for a system that is totally against you, hated you, disdain you, and belittle and denigrate you. You have to understand that the mantra in the society there in Jamaica is all in form of the dead, and the police are the most hated civil servants in Jamaica. If you want to better yourself, you cannot stay in an environment that is not conducive to you and your family. You understand? How would you like to know that you're working 5 days a week? You have a fixed schedule with you're not working at nights, going on in the raids, or going to work not knowing what is going to happen because of all these agencies that are set up by the political directorate back in Jamaica to criminalize you guys. One of the biggest mistakes I have made in my life was to spend close to 10 years more than my time that I should stay there. And I can tell you guys that my life is much, much, much better. Currently, a man like me, I would not, if I wanted to join the force at the age that I had joined in 1987, I would not be able to, because I don't have all the requisite then to become a member, to even sit the test, because I did not graduate from high school. I went to the academy straight after passing the test, interview and all the requirements as a police cadet. So I did not finish high school. The system is structured in such a way that for poor people, children, you cannot join the police force anymore. When I said poor people, I'm talking really poor people. People who cannot afford to send their kids to complete high school and to take the subjects and stuff like that. And Jamaican education system really, really sucks. It's not uplifting, or it's pretty much, if you are not interested in teaching yourself, you're not going anywhere, because the teachers there, they don't even care. Anyway, I'm not about the teachers. I'm here about my fellow police officers. A lot of people said to me, why do you care? You know, you have left and you're much better. Why, saying stuff, because you want them to left. Well, the thing is that others have created an environment for me to serve back then. So I have to help others to transition from that crooked criminal system to another system that is much, much better. Honestly, my stress level is 0. I don't have to worry about any stress. I don't have any court case. I don't have to be investigating or looking for anyone. I don't have to be preparing any warrants or anything like that. And I'm good. I work 40 hours per week, and I'm off on weekends. I don't work on holidays and stuff like that. And you know, the question I'm asking all you young guys in the police force, how would it feel to know that you're going to school and you're being paid to go to school? Yes, when I said paid, you know, your housing has been taken care of, so you can work. You don't have to work full-time or part-time. But the most important thing is to give 3 years of your life to a system that will look out for you and protect you. How about having a dental insurance that will take care of your family member? There's no co-payment, nothing. How about having medical whenever your family go to the pharmacy? There's no cut-off. You have unlimited drug access. That's the life that you want. You will not have that being in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But if you resign and take the road that I have trodden, then you will see and experience a much better and more rewarding and fulfilling life. How about whenever people see you in your uniform, they salute you, they treat you with respect, they treat you like royalty. Whenever you're in the airport, they treat you as such that you feel welcoming. It doesn't matter wherever you are. We know that everywhere in the world there are people with prejudice, but once you're in the uniform, they're treated differently. How about that? You live in a house or an apartment where there's no burglar bar. You don't have to be worrying about people. There's no burglar bar, and you live in a nice neighborhood. You're not living with the same people that you're harassing every day, because it's a different environment. And if you spend 20 years, your retirement check that you'll be getting is even much bigger than the fake commissioner of police that's there right now. And go back to talking about the commissioner of police. Why on God's earth do you guys really, young guys, really want to stay in a system that is designed against you? Would the University of the West Indies brought in someone to be the head surgeon of neurosurgery who is a carpenter? No, they would. But if you notice what the government have been doing to you guys, especially the Jamaica Constabulary Force, they keep disrespecting its members by saying that all of you people are poor people's children and you have too much power, and they want to make sure that you're micromanaged by them. So that's why the police force is the least respected organization in Jamaica. If you notice, even the criminals have more respect there. My thing to every and single member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who are below the age of 35 to migrate and leave the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and your life will be much better. Let Mr. St. Andrew Holness and Dr. Peter Phillips, let their boys police the Jamaican people, because these people do not like you. None of them. And all these people uptown, they don't like you guys. You understand what I'm saying? The real criminals are not the people from the ghetto, because they are all hostages. Just as some of you in the police force are hostages too. And a lot of people would be like shocked. Say, yes, there are hostages in the police force, because a lot of us who are in the police force, who used to be in the police force, they can't speak up because they don't have a mind. They can't speak the truth, because if they speak the truth, they're maligned, ostracized, and they're retaliated against. Well, I was the kind of man, I know that, you know, growing up, my mother said if everybody like you, something is wrong with you. And I wasn't a love or like person by a lot of police. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that just be yourself. You understand? And it's easier enough for a lot of them in the police force to gravitate towards the known robbers. When I said robbers, we have robbers in the police force. You know, I work with a few of them, you know, and especially whenever they have especially when they have powers, they abuse it, because they know that you do not support them and their criminality. And these people, they have political connection. You understand what I'm saying? I've worked with them, I know them, I know some of them, you know. Some of them are still serving. Criminals, they are criminals in uniform, robbers. You understand what I'm saying? And these people, they can do things they can do things and ruin people's career. But yet still, even those who know that they are criminals, they have no problem siding with them because they want to be a part of the good old boy club. They don't want to be seen as anti them. So they are quick to side with them and pretend, and they will isolate the person who is truth, rights and justice. So you have an organization that's supposed to be for truth, rights and justice, in which it is led by criminals. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, we have a commissioner of police who have no certification in law enforcement, but yet still, he's the one who's gonna tell police how to be police officer when he has no clue. He doesn't understand anything about policing. Then he brought in his friend who was in the army, and he's now an assistant superintendent of police, and that is not viewed as corruption in Jamaica. It is viewed as the good old boys club, and he's coming with a lot of experience. What kind of experience can a soldier bring to the police force? Than his drilling, night thing, and heating, and all of that. You understand? Soldiers are not trained law enforcement people. And when you're talking about corruption, if you notice how they beat the drum against the police force, that's how the police force is corrupt and this and that, and yet still, the main corruptors are the people who are talking about the police force is corrupted. But I'll address that on another day. I'm not into this to make any YouTube advertisement money. I'm not into that. I'm just here to educate and inform my fellow police officers who are back home. You understand what I'm saying? For you to leave the system. Let the criminals who are in charge, let them. To date, you people only have 3 people who have little influence in Jamaica. Damian Crawford, in which I know that he's anti-criminal, anti-socialism. When I say anti-socialism, he expects people to work for what they want. You understand? Do not do this handout thing. And Lambert Brown and Mrs. Valrenita Roberts, one of the noted lawyers. But back in Jamaica, things don't work like that. You understand? I'll address the corruption of this government. You know, to those of you who labor me, call me telling me that I'm a big PMP, and then some other idiots, I'm a laborite. I can tell both all of you fools to stop it, because you understand what I'm saying. If I even have a political leaning, it's not to none of these political parties there, because there's no difference between the JLP and the PMP party in Jamaica now, because the PMP party has lost its way when it comes on to its policies that you would sell, because the PMP has copied it, the JLP has copied it and turned it into their own making, and they are benefiting from it big time. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not a labourite or a JLP activist. So all those who are saying that, you're just saying that to comfort yourself, to let yourself feel important, because none of the politicians, I used to be at Huntsville, and Mrs. Portia Simpson Miller, whom I have a lot of respect for, because she has never ever encouraged the people within Kingston 11 and Kingston 13 to block the road or to do any form of damages to the infrastructure, because she told them that whenever you destroy the community, you are the ones who are going to pay for it, because it's your community. So when you burn down the place because something happened and you did not like what the police did, that's not the way to go about it. But unlike her, the great St. Andrews, no, he's not like, he will go out there with the people because he wants vote. But if you keep the people illiterate, you will control them forever. And the thing that's killing our people in the ghetto and in Jamaica is illiteracy. You understand what I'm saying? As I've said, and I'm saying again, my message is to all the police officers in Jamaica. You know, this channel is Jamaican against Jamaica for justice. That's what it's all about, because Jamaican for justice is not for Jamaican for justice, but Jamaicans are criminals. If you notice, whenever they're giving their stat, they're not giving you stats about how many Jamaicans have been murdered by criminals. They're giving you stats how much police shootings have been going down. You understand? And you know, but I'll say that for another day. My thing right now at this time is addressing my fellow young police officers for you to migrate from Jamaica. Leave it. If you want some help, because I'm living in a country right now where I've enjoyed, you know, my life has changed so much, and I will give my life at any time for this country. I remember when I was just you know, about to join the military. You know, some people, they were telling me, why would I join, you know, want to give my life away for this country and stuff like that. So I asked them, I said, so if you're not willing to give your life for this country, so why are you living in it? You understand what I'm saying? But yet still, when we were in Jamaica, we would give away our life to a system which is controlled by criminals. You understand what I'm saying? So I am begging you guys, please. I like the news that's coming out of there where they said the police force is down by 4,000. Hopefully next year we can reach 8,000, because we want to dismantle it. Let them control it. You understand? Let's dismantle it. Let them control it and give their friends and cohorts all the powers that they want. Because I have seen now where the security companies, you know, they are asking for all kinds of, they you know, they want to be a part of the policing, you know, so they can outsource this. Hey, so you see, there you go again, you know, they are the elitists. You understand what I'm saying? But it's good because, you know, the security guard are not, they don't report to Indicom or anything like that. And I can tell you, police officers in Jamaica, you don't have any lobby group there. You don't have any lobby group there. You don't have anyone that's there on your side. You understand? Because if you have anyone down there in Jamaica on your side, I would not have to be making any video or, you know, begging you guys to leave. You understand what I'm saying? I have lived several places in Jamaica. Born and raised in Jonestown. I used to live in the country. I live many places in Jamaica. And somebody who's from uptown, they cannot tell you about crime, how to solve crime. You understand? I have left my mark in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. My mark. When I said my mark, I'm not talking about my name. Because right now, I am not there, and one of the things that I've implemented to fight crime is still there. You understand? And none of these, all of these boss slaves that there, none of them haven't done anything to solve crime. But as a little man, I was able to come up with, along with a district constable by the name of Silford Williams, Bobby Reds. You understand? So just like how the corrupt commissioner of police and his elite and criminal friends uptown and the PSC, they could appoint a man from the JDF to become an assistant. So Bobby Reds is more qualified than this man. Because the bicycle that you regular police riding in Jamaica, they will not tell you guys where it all started. It started from me and Bobby Williams. Me and Bobby Williams. It was that man. I am not even taking credit for it. It was that man, because we used to be on a special squad at Unspear, and murder was killing us in 1993. That's at the time when we have Detective Inspector Ivan O. Thompson, who was in charge of us at Unspear. You understand? And our vehicle was Unspear 4, our Land Rover, and we had no vehicle to go to any murder scene or anything like that, and crime was killing us. And it was Bobby that said to me, we can do something about this. Instead of coming here to work every day and sitting in the office not doing nothing, waiting for the vehicle to fix, we can be proactive. And we went around to the back, and he picked up 2 bicycles, and he said, because this is what he said to me. He said, Big Roy, because Bobby and Dave Dale is the one that gave me the name, Big Roy. You know, said Big Red Police. So we can ride bicycle, and we can find some of these guns and reduce the crime. You understand? And it worked. And guess what? We did not get any credit for it. It's the people who are in charge that came after. But we didn't care about that. We didn't care about being credited for something. You understand what I'm saying? Because we did it because we love Jamaica. So when this commissioner of police and his criminal friends are promoting people to assistant superintendent, from district council to assistant superintendent of police, Bobby Williams is more deserving than any other guy in the police force. all of you regular police that's riding bicycle all over in Jamaica, don't think that this initiative was started by none of these big boss slaves in the police force or these big trousers men. It started by a district constable and myself and another and two. Originally it was me and Bobby, and then after that 2 other police officers. One of them, he lives in New Jersey by the name of Carl Nelson. He was railroaded. Another day we'll go into that. And one that was killed in 1994 named Kirk Palmer. Palmer spent very little time with us, but Bobby Williams is the man who's responsible for that. So anybody who's supposed to be promoted from DC to Assistant Superintendent of Police supposed to be Bobby Williams. Mr. Roddy Spencer, who is a JLP Minister of Government, he knew that. He knew about that. You understand? Even our friend Kesty Miller know about that too. When all of those things were implemented, when Bobby started it. You understand? But nobody give him credit for that. But they're gonna pick up this guy from the army, say, and put him to Assistant Superintendent of Police. How about do that for Bobby Williams? Because the bicycle that all the regular police riding right now in the police force, New Kingston and everywhere, without telling them where it's originated from. We ain't talking about copycat and liars. It's Bobby Williams. You understand what I'm saying? Bobby Williams and myself. Okay? Anyway, back to my read message. I am begging all of you young police officers to resign the police force. You don't need their police certificate whenever you migrate. I can tell you that. Because I have resigned the police force and I have never even used my police certificate. I don't even use it because it have no use. You understand what I'm saying? The most important thing, if you did not graduate from high school, you come here and get a GED and stuff like that. I can help you and navigate you through the system. That you don't need them. You don't need them on their certificate because it have no relevance here in this country. You understand what I'm saying? So police, I am begging all of you young police officers, stop being more about being patriotic. Being patriot to what? Look about yourself and your family. You want to get paid today and you can plan for the rest of the month instead of getting paid today and then you're broke tomorrow. You need to leave St. Andrew Holness and Dr. Peter Phillips Police Force. Let them and Carolyn Gooms and Terrence Williams and the likes, let them run it because their kids are not going to join it. You understand? So I'm begging all of you to leave. I am from a poor family. I am not from an uptown family. I have no family live uptown. Those who live uptown, they weren't born rich. You understand? So I'm begging all of you to leave the police force. Do not stay there because your life is not worth giving for Jamaica. And this is my message to all of you. Leave the police force now. Don't wait too late. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.